Hey guys, today we're going to be showing off this car. It is my personal car. It's a Landcruiser 200 2008. It's the VX model. We're going to be going around for a drive a little bit. I'm just going to show you around the car. I'm sorry, it is a bit dirty. I didn't have the time to clean it, and Melbourne weather, it rains all the time. So I got this car about 3 months ago. I love it. It's just for family use. It has 8 seats. I need all that space, so that was the right car for me. It is the V8 Petrol. It has been modified already since I got it. You know, as you can see, it has pretty big tires and it's got wheels, Landcruiser wheels. It has a bull bar, aftermarket lights, which look awesome at night and during the day, daytime running lights as well. We're gonna go for a drive. This is the V8 Petrol. I'll show you guys the engine. Well, we are here. Alright, it is a bit dirty. This is a workhorse. It will go right, it will be fine. This is a 4.7 liter. It makes 202 kilowatts, 410 newton meters of torque, which is pretty good. You're gonna need it for this weight. It is about 2,650 kilograms curb weight. Yeah, sounds awesome when it starts up. So we're gonna go for a drive, and I'm gonna talk about how the car behaves and feels, and I'm gonna show you a couple of things that I like, a couple of things that I don't like about it. It has been raining overnight here, so the roads are gonna be pretty wet, but that's all right. This is going to be the first video on the channel. I'm gonna be reviewing cars and get as many cars as we can get. Yeah, so basically it's gonna be POV reviews. I'm gonna drive the cars around and tell you guys about it. Hopefully it's not too busy. Hopefully the sun comes out as well. It has been pretty cold here in Melbourne anyway, so we'll see how we go. So I'm gonna take you on a sort of in-town use for the car. I'm gonna do 60 kilometers an hour, so you see how the car behaves when it's when it's 60 kilometers, and then we might just go on the freeway to show you guys how it behaves on the freeway, where I think this car belongs. It is just super comfortable on the freeway and everything. So it has been about 3 months now since I've got it. It's been great. It really has been. The engine is just super smooth and super nice. It's made it to a 5-speed transmission, auto. Yeah, they go well hand in hand, and smooth transitions. You know, when it shift skis, it's all good. And you gotta remember, this is an older car. It's 2008 model and has 200,000 kilometers on it. Okay, first thing I want to talk about is the suspension. Suspension here, it's smooth, but it is composed. All right, it does carry itself. It does carry its weight well. As you can see here, there's a slight bump. It does move around. There is a lot of body motion, but you got to remember, as I said, this car is super heavy, coming at 2,650 kilograms. It is going to be a little bit, you know, it's going to move around, a lot of body motion in it. It gives it personality, in my opinion, anyways. I like driving it for that, and yeah, but you just gotta remember that it is heavy. It is heavy, and when a heavy car like this, you just can't drive it. You can't hustle around corners or anything as much as you would for a smaller car. It will be a bit more difficult. The brakes on this is really nice. The brake pedal feel is pretty good. It's very progressive. I love these Toyota brake pedal feels. They give you the ability to stop smoothly. It has a lot of travel. But you're just gonna have to get used to it, because you do have to press it quite a bit until the car actually stops. The brake performance is okay, but again, it's okay for its weight. It stops alright for its weight. So hopefully throughout time and our YouTube gets a bit better, that way we can get better cars for you guys, and we can show them around and show them off to you guys. So subscribing would help a lot. Give us feedback on the videos. It's just me and my friends starting this, so tell us if it's good, bad, what needs to be changed, whether it's the angle of the GoPro, anything like that. So we're gonna see how it goes. We're just gonna be learning throughout time, and hopefully we can get more cars in. And the two cars that I really want to get into the channel is the Landcruiser 200, but the diesel model, the 4.5 twin turbo diesel. That I wanted to compare with this and see what the difference are between the diesel and the petrol, because the diesel, you got to remember, is a lot more popular here in Australia, and I think it's just for two reasons, to be honest, but we'll talk about that later on. And the other car that I wanted to bring on is the Nissan Petrol. So that car is a petrol V8 as well, 5.6 liter, I think, off the top of my head. It is a bit more powerful than this, you know, and because it is bigger. These cars after 2010 or 2013, I think they gave it the 5.7 liter, the Lexus LX 570 engine. So yeah, that one makes more power for sure, but I'm guessing it's gonna be a bit more thirsty. Off the line it goes alright. You can see the RPM, it doesn't struggle. The engine is very comfortable with this sort of weight. It drives alright. You don't have to hustle it to sort of get it up to speed, which is pretty good, and that's what you want, you know. And that's why these cars are unbreakable. These cars are very reliable because the engines don't have to hustle so hard. With a bigger engine, it just doesn't have to work so hard. So that's it. Over 200,000 kilometers, it feels like it's nothing. It feels like it's still new because of that. There's a little bump here I wanted to show you. There's a little slight complaint about the suspension here, and as you can see here, when it's a bit of a sharp sort of bump, that happens when there's like a change of surface like we saw here. The car does shimmy about the place a little bit. I can feel a shake with the suspension, and that's just because it's a body on frame chassis. So it's I don't know how to explain it in words, but it feels like you're sitting on top of the car and sitting on top of the suspension system while it's moving. Let's turn over here. Alrighty. So yeah, as I said, there's a slight shimmy, and it feels like that because of it's a body on frame chassis. So the best way I'd explain it, yeah, as I said, is you're sitting on top of the car, not inside the car. Any other normal car, I feel like it's disconnected from the wheels. It's a weird feeling. It's very different to normal cars, but it's not uncomfortable. It's not. It's smooth and it's soft, but it just feels uncomposed. Well, I'd say sort of uncomposed when it hits a rough bump. It just feels like it floats more, which isn't the best feeling, but it's not too bad. As I said, you gotta have to keep your keep in mind that this car weighs a lot, and you're gonna have to be careful with it. You know, you're not gonna be able to travel at high speeds or anything like that and do crazy turns, because the center of gravity of this car is quite high already, and it's been lifted up, so that makes it even higher up and worse center of gravity. So the car loves to tilt about the place with the body motion problem. engine is super quiet inside the cabin. You don't hear it too much until you hustle it a little bit, and then the rumble of the V8 comes out, and yeah, it sounds spectacular when it's on throttle. We're gonna try and show it to you guys there on the freeway where it's nice and safe. The car is big, the car is heavy, the car is wide. You gotta keep that in mind as well. But I feel like with the bull bar, it's a lot easier for you to see the corners of the car. Yeah, that makes it a lot easier with parking and everything. It does have a reverse camera, not the best reverse camera, I'll tell you. I think I need to upgrade that and give it a better reverse camera, to be honest, with better quality, because with this screen I don't think it adapts, it doesn't work so well. And I think that's the stock camera, reverse camera, that comes with Toyota Landcruisers. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to go ahead and look at that. So as I said, this is the VX model. It comes with, so it's 3 models, 3 specs. So there's GXL, there's the VX, and then there's Sahara. The VX comes, well, the upgrades are the different instrument cluster. This comes with the Sahara and the VX, with a little screen there with trip computer. It comes with a sunroof. It's a small one. It tilts up, goes back, and the leather trim for the inside, for the seats and everything. It looks really nice. It does. Seats are very comfortable. You feel like you can go around the country, no worries, which you do, and these cars are really made for that. Big side mirrors, very, very easy to change lanes. I'm guessing if you wanted to tow something longer with it, you're gonna have to put the extensions as they do, just to see better. But these side mirrors are perfect for its size right now. Another thing I wanted to mention before we go into the freeway is that these tires are that's an X5M. Look at that. Wow, looks really cool. Yeah, get back to the topic. These tires are all-terrains and off-road sort of focused tires. They're quite knobby and it's quite a rough tread. So you're gonna hear it on the freeway a bit more. At higher speed, you're gonna hear the tire noise. This came with the car, so I didn't bother changing it, but I'm not gonna change it anyway. It looks really cool in the first place. So yeah, I think sounds good. That's a twin turbo 4.4 liter V8, I think, the BMW engine. We're gonna go on the freeway now. Show you guys how it feels on the freeway. Turn on the cruise control and just relax, in my opinion. You don't have to work so hard with these cars. It gets up to speed quite well. As I said, it's got enough power to do all of that. Thank God it's not busy on the freeway. As you see, it moves about the place quite a lot. You're just gonna have to get used to it and not hustle the car too hard, because you really can't do that. Sun is finally out. Looks like it's gonna be a pretty good day for Melbourne. Cruise control, normal Toyota stuff. It's pretty good. This is 80 right now. I'm gonna turn around the other side. The inbound side is gonna be 100. Alright, we're gonna give it a little bit some throttle here to show you guys how it accelerates, which is pretty impressive. As I said again, for a almost 3-ton vehicle, it accelerates pretty quick. Fantastic, and the sound of the V8 is honestly spectacular. It is. It just sounds great. It does eat up a lot of fuel though, and that's, I think, one of the reasons why people do go ahead and purchase a diesel instead of theirs. So the two reasons, in my opinion anyways, is what I see, what I observe, is fuel economy. The petrol is just not going to be as good as the diesel in terms of fuel economy. It is so this one's averaging, as you can see, it's about 18.1 liters 100, which is not fantastic. I know I've been driving it normally, I'm not doing that all the time. It's a pretty big tank though. It's a 138 liter tank, just like the diesel one. Yeah, it's an older chip computer, so it's not gonna give the values 100%, right? Like right now it says that I have 3 quarters but only 357 kilometers of range, which is quite depressing when you look at it like that. So yeah, the second reason I believe for people, why people do go ahead with the diesels instead of the petrols, is it's because here in Australia they do really use the Landcruisers for towing. And even though that it does have the same towing capacity, or Toyota claims 3 tons, 3.5 tons for both of them, braked of course, and 750 unbraked, it's going to be a lot easier, a lot more efficient to tow with the diesel V8. You know, it's made for that. It has 750 torque, newton meters of torque. So that's like 240 more torque, newton meters of torque, than the petrol one. Even though it's the same, it's gonna be a lot easier with the diesel. And if you're gonna be towing big boats and everything, you're gonna want the diesel. You really do. And the Landcruisers are a next step up from the Prados or the Hiluxes and Fortuners. You know, from the 4-cylinder diesels are not going to compare with the V8 diesel, of course. All right, we're back again here. I'm gonna show you guys the car up again, and we'll see. So as I said, this is the first video on our channel. We would really appreciate your support, and tell us and give us some feedback on the comments. Yeah, just give us some feedback. Tell us what's good, tell us what's bad, tell us what we should change, and we're gonna learn throughout time, of course. I'm gonna try and get more cars on. It's just gonna be really hard for me to convince anyone to give me their car, especially dealerships and everything. So it's gonna take some time for me to kickstart it, but hopefully I can get those 2 cars that I spoke about, maybe any different other car. So we'll see how it goes. Otherwise it was great fun for me, and we'll see you guys next time. Thank you.